From confused to consistent trader. What happens when a trader gets clarity? Let me ask you something. Are you actually struggling with trading, or are you just confused? Because there's a big difference, okay? I was speaking to one of my new students recently. I won't mention his name, but his story is one I see all the time. He wasn't lazy, he wasn't stupid, he wasn't lacking any effort, guys. In fact, he was doing everything most traders do, watching videos, jumping from strategy to strategy, trying different indicators. But what was the result? Of course, it's that inconsistency that leads to frustration, second guessing every decision. You know, does that sound familiar? He has no plan, no process, no strategy that he consistently follows. The turning point is clarity. Here's what changed everything for him. Not a new indicator, not more screen time, not some secret strategy. It was clarity with clear rules, clear structure, clear understanding of what he was actually looking for in the market every single day. Didn't listen to anybody else, just myself. We worked together to get it clear and right for him and no one else, just for him. And that's what mentorship gives you. Because when you remove the confusion, you remove the hesitation. And when you remove hesitation, you start executing the trades properly and getting good outcomes with data that you can feed back to yourself, where you can improve much better. But if you're jumping all around all over the place, you're never going to get consistent data. Listen to that, guys. Consistent data, which then gives you the feedback, when then you get this feedback loop, which you can improve on. Okay, it's not difficult. But if you're jumping around everywhere, you cannot get the correct data, because you're using data that's all over the place. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Last month, he made over £16,000 in profits. He said him and his wife was jumping all over the lounge when he told her they had made this amount of money. Life-changing. And last week at our mentorship day, he was up, this was on the Wednesday, he said he was already up £1,800 that week. Now remember, he was doing this in a spread betting account. And the profits in that account are all tax-free. So he's made nearly £20,000, and all of that is for him and his wife and his children to enjoy. But listen carefully, that's not the real win. The real win is this, okay? Of course, it's the money. He now knows why he's making the money. There's no guessing anymore, no chasing trades, no emotional roller coaster, just process, execution, and repeat. Gather the data, then you get the feedback, okay? Most traders come into this, they just take a punt, they don't get any data, don't really do it properly, they don't know what they're doing really, i.e. they're just all over the place, and that's why most of them really, without education, they go on to lose. So what most traders get wrong, most traders, they think they need more strategies, more indicators. They buy cheap stuff online, listen to YouTube videos from inexperienced traders, more information gathering. You need less. You need direction, okay? You need less, but you need better. You need something that gives you structure, because trading isn't about predicting what happens next. It's about knowing what you do when it does, okay? That is exactly why I focus on this with the traders I coach, stripping everything back and giving them a simple, repeatable way to approach the markets, because once that clicks, everything changes. So if you're listening to this right now and you're stuck, don't ask yourself, why am I not making money? Ask yourself, am I actually clear on what I'm doing? Because clarity leads to confidence, and confidence leads to consistency. Guys, if you'd like to work with me and for me to coach you one-to-one on our mentorship program, please click on the link below or contact us here at Trading College.